ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಹಾ, ಓಕೆ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ಈ 4 ಸುಭಾಷಿತಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ನೋಡೋಣ. ಒಂದು ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹಾಕವು. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಓದ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ನಿಮಗೂ ಅಂತ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಒಂದೇದ್ದು ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಟಾಪ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಶುರು ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಈ ಸುಭಾಷಿತ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಅಯಂ ನಿಜಃ ಪರೋ ವೇತಿ ಗಣನಾ ಲಘುತೆ ತಥಾಂ ಉದಾರಚರಿತಾನಾಂ ತು ವಸುಧೈವ ಕುಟುಂಬಕಂ. ವಸುಧೈವ ಕುಟುಂಬಕಂ ಈ ಇದು ನೀವು ಬಹಳ ಸರ್ತೆ ಕೇಳಿದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಫ್ರೇಸ್ ಅದ. ವಸುಧೈವ ಕುಟುಂಬ. ವಸುಧ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪೃಥ್ವಿ, ಕುಟುಂಬ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪರಿವಾರ. ಜಗತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರೂ ನನ್ನ ಪರಿವಾರದ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಅನ್ನುವ ಭಾವನೆಯೇ ವಸುಧೈವ ಕುಟುಂಬಕಂ. ವಸುಧೈವ ಕುಟುಂಬಕಂ ಈ ಒಂದು ಫ್ರೇಸ್ is part of the complete Subhashita, which says ayam nijaha paro veti ganana lagute tasam. This person is our person. This person is not our person. He is a different person. Paro veti, he is a different person. This kind of reckoning, ganana is reckoning, is by the people who are Laguchetasam. Laguchetasam meaning is people with a very contracted Sankuchita mindset. People who are not broad, people who are very selfish, people who are not very matured and ethical. Those kind of people have got very narrow vision, very narrow thinking. They divide people into these are my people, these are not my people, these are my different people. This kind of feeling is there only in the minds of people who have a very narrow vision. Whereas Udara Charitanam, those who have got a broad vision, those who understand what is life, those who understand what is the role of Sarvaguna Sampanna Parameshwara, Sriman Narayana. We are all children of the God. God has set up a systematic system on this earth. He has given all kinds of facilities to grow the food for our living. He has created Vedas, Shastras so that we can study well and live our life in a very, very happy, fruitful, as well as worthy manner. So these all things are there in the life. This kind of feeling, who has got this kind of understanding, who has got, they become Udarachitanam. Their vision becomes broad, their thinking becomes broad. For such people who have got broad thinking, who have understood the philosophies like our Madhwa philosophy correctly, and they all think that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, complete world is our family. That is how you see that Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavan. This is the Mula Mantra which we say. Let everybody, every living being on this planet be Sukhi. Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavan. So, Ayam Nijaha Paro Veti Janana Laguchetasam Udaracharitanam tu Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. What we have to understand from this saying is, we should develop the habit of tolerance. We should develop the habit of pardoning people. We should develop the habit of recognizing the goodness in the people. First, positivity has to become more. This is what we have to understand. We should not become narrow-minded, and we should wish well for every living being, every person on this earth. And seva is one of the important things told in our Madhwa philosophy. We should do seva. Whenever we earn the money, which the certain portion of that which is beyond our requirement is to be kept for the seva purpose. Tanu, mana, dhana. These are the three ways in which usually the seva is expected. We should do work, go at the social gathering, go whenever there are good pravachanas, attend very knowledgeable discourses, attend Madhwa Shakha kind of events, and we should really help the society. If we improve our own understanding, then naturally we become Udara Charita and then help the society. This is about the first contribution. Now let us come to the second one, which is just below the first one. This says, Shanashaha Kanashchaiva Vidyam Arthancha Sadhaye. Shanenaste Kuto Vidya, Shanenaste Kuto Dhanam. This tells in our life what is the importance of even a smallest material or even the tiniest period of time. It says Shanashaha. Shana is a second or a part of a second. Kanashchaiva. Kana is smallest particle or smallest unit. Shanashaha Kanashchaiva Vidyam Artham cha Sadhaye. Vidyam is learning. We should learn every second. Shanashaha. Every second we should use for learning good things, learning new things. Similarly, we should save every small bit, whether it is 50 paisa, whether it is 25 paisa. If we don't require that to spend that money, we should not unnecessarily buy the things, unwanted things, and waste it. We should save it. So even small amount also we should save. Small our resources also we should save, and every second we should utilize properly for learning new things. Because Shanenaste Kuto Vidya. If we start losing the time, then we will not get any knowledge. We will not get any knowledge. Similarly, Kanenaste Kuto Dhana. If we start losing the money, thinking that what is this? It's just 100 rupees. Let me go. If I waste it, if it is lost, doesn't matter. I don't take care. This kind of feeling. Or when we know that a particular, I want a book. This book is available for let us say 70 rupees somewhere, but we don't want to go another 20 steps more. Next shop fellow is very greedy. He is selling it at 120 rupees. We will buy it. Oh, 40 rupees. If it goes, let it go. This kind of nature will make you will not make you have good amount of money for your difficulty. See, we read in the newspapers that even good earning people also, because of not understanding Kanachaiva, small amount saving is important. They don't understand. They keep on buying things, unwanted, fancy things. In the house, one light is required, they'll put 10 lights. Only two people are there, they'll buy a huge house and keep everything they do by taking loan, and subsequently, whenever there is some difficult period, their job goes or they find a difficult period. At that time, they really will find it very difficult to face the life. So therefore, it is always important to understand the value of time, even if it is a small time. Suppose I have got only 5 minutes are there. At that time, at least I can arrange my books in a proper way. I can at least read the headlines of the newspaper, or I can discuss with my grandfather about some particular thing he had told yesterday halfway, and just mother called for food and we left it there. We can have 5 minutes. We should try to utilize small amount of time, whatever have got available to us, to gain knowledge. So this Subhashita tells the important. Shanenaste Kuto Vidya. If we start losing our time, even if it is small, then we will not get good knowledge. And Shanenaste Kuto Dhanam. if we ignore the importance of small money also and keep on spending, then we will never have adequate money for our difficult time. Therefore, Shadashaha Kanasaiva Vidyam Artham cha Sadhane. So every second, every minute, as well as every small resources, we should utilize and get to sadhana of get in our aim of getting good education as well as having adequate reserve money or savings. This is the meaning of the second Subhashita. Now let us come to third Subhashita, which is on the right side top. It shows Naksharam Mantrarahitam Namulam Naushadhi Ayogya Purusham Nasti Yojakaha Tatra Durlavaha. Naksharam Mantrarahitam. There is Aksharam is an alphabet. There is no alphabet which cannot become a good sentence or even a mantra which will help us in worshipping the God, which will help us, or there is no letter which cannot form a Subhashita so that we can get a good knowledge about the life. So, na aksharam mantra rahitam na moolam naushadhi. Moolam is the root of tree. So all the trees have got some or other, tree roots have got some or other medicinal value. There are no roots which can't form or which can't function as a medicine for any kind of disease. For different kind of diseases, we have got different houses. See, these Subhashitas are very old time. At that time, there used to be Vaidyas in each village or in each dwelling setup, and these Vaidyas used to understand the knowledge about these roots. They used to go to the jungle, they used to go to the forest and collect different roots and then they bring. This is how our Ayurveda, these have all been made by Dhanvantari and other Rishis and big gods. That is what we believe, and very well documented. Our own Indian system of medicine is there, which basically depends upon the trees which are there given by the god. So, this Subhashita says there is no root of a tree which cannot form the function of the medicine for some disease or other. Similarly, on this earth, Ayogya Purusham Nasti. There is no human being who is totally useless. This is a very important saying. Ayogya Purusham Nasti. Every person who is living on this earth has got some skill, some useful characteristics, some good things in him. Bad things are also there, but totally useless nobody. This is very, very important. See, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, whatever other sloka is there. This, why we should think that everybody is part of us. We should, care for everybody. Because this Subhashita says, Ayogya Purusham Nasti. There is no person on this earth who is totally useless. He is useless to be thrown out or sent away from the city. That kind of person is not there. Everybody has got some useful characters. So, that means every letter in the language can get useful to become a very valuable sentence or mantra. Every root can become a medicine for some disease, and every person can become useful. Then the question comes, why we sometimes call this person is useless? Bekar hai, nenu kelsak parala. This kind of thinking, why we do? The answer is there in the last sentence. Yojakaha tatra durlabhaha. Yojakaha are the people or our part of everybody, which can recognize the usefulness in other things.
Very important.
Our skills to understand the goodness or usefulness of a person, our skills to understand the medicinal value of any root, or our skills to making use of the alphabet, create a nice sentence, create a nice mantra. These things are not there in many people. It is durlabha. The people who can recognize, see, depending upon the person's work, the person can be utilized as a person to monitor the traffic, person to bring some help, person to do complex uh, problem solving, person to argue out in a court of law. There are different kind of utilities that are there. There are a person who can drive very well. He may be the person who has got very good skill as an engineer may not have very good driving skill. So therefore, to understand what is the good skill in a person and utilize them, such yojaka people, that skill is not. So this Subhashita tells us, firstly, it reinforces Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam thought, and also it also tells us that our aim should be to develop the skill. Firstly, believe that everything the Paramatma has created is useful, it is needed. This we should believe. After believing this, we should develop the skill to recognize the usefulness in any item, whether it is a jiva or jada or whatever it is. Recognize the good aspect or useful aspect. That skill we should develop. Then only we will be able to utilize the things that the Sriman Narayana has given. Now, last one quickly I'll tell. This Subhashita says, Ashwasya Bhushanam Vego, Mattam Syad Gajabhushanam, Chaturyam Bhushanam Narya, Udyogo Narabhushanam. What characteristic is very important, or what characteristics will make any animal or a person worthy, or it will serve as a very, very appreciable performing uh, characteristic of a person. Those things are two. It says Ashwasya Bhushanam Vego. Ashwa is horse. A good horse or good characteristics of horse is Vega, ability to move very fast. If the horse is not developing the skill to run very fast, then that horse will be thrown away. It will not be utilized. Similarly, Mattam Syad Gaja Bhushanam. Gaja is elephant. Elephant's skill is slow as well as very royal walking skill. Because elephants they have got the capability to carry heavy load. When you carry heavy load, you have to walk slow. So therefore, the good uh, elephant will always be walking royally in a slow manner. Similarly, the Chaturyam Bhushanam Narya. Women, their very important characteristic is the intelligence. Chaturya is a kind of industriousness or intelligence. Because see, if we see our mother, our sisters, our family, many ladies are there. Compared to the male person of the family or a man, the woman has to have much more function. They have to have the skills to ensure that every family member health is good. They should have the skills to bring up the children and teach them good values. They should also have the skills to support the family member whenever some difficulties come in the family. They have to, that is why they say that Mataye Modalaguru. See, right from teacher to the person, a backbone for the family in difficult times. Variety of roles women have to play for to have a very good family life. Therefore, they should develop the skills, or those who have got skills to quickly understand the situation and come up with a correct response. That is the bhushan of three. And finally, udyogam narabhushan. Men should have this capability to do excellent work and earn money for the family. They should learn how to do the work, how to face the society, and how to get income for the family. This is that. So Ashwasya Bhushanam Vego Mattam Syad Gajabhushanam Chaturyam Bhushanam Narya Udyogo Narabhushanam. So these are the four Subhashitas today I had chosen to tell. Whatever I understood, I have said about it. Thanks everybody for listening carefully. Take a